Hi, Carol here, and welcome to my craft room. And I know that this will go on Stamp Nation, and I know a lot of people like to stick with just cards because it is a card site. I understand that. But sometimes I just have to change things up. You know, my thoughts go in so many directions when I'm creating something or I'm, just laying there and thinking of different things that I can do with certain stamps and that. And I thought of a certain person that I want to mail this to, and that's all I had to do was just, this just came to me, and so I have to run with it. And, that's the beauty of videos. You can skip over them and move on to something else, but I really appreciate everybody that takes the time to go on, and you can get some really good ideas from mixed media artists that you can incorporate into your cards. And I know I do. If I'm watching somebody do a layout, wow, it's just like, oh, I can do this, that, and the other. So today I just want to thank you once again for joining me, and I have a lot of things going on here. So I just want to explain what works for mixed media pieces for me on a canvas. Is I'm looking for textures, all different types of textures, not necessarily the paper. Now see how beautiful this dried on here? I put a few things down. One is, I buy these clips at the dollar store. You get about 25 of them for $1 or $2. And if you do mixed media, these are really nice because they will hold everything down, that you're waiting to dry, or that you necessarily don't want to stick it down right away, but you want to have it on your canvas. So that's what I was doing here. This isn't all the way tacked down because I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it, but I am moving along. So textures, that's the word of the day today when you're doing a canvas. And I put my Mod Podge out on a plastic plate, and I grabbed a cheap, you get 6 of these brushes for $1, and they're nice ones too to hold in your hand. I really like these. And then I went with texture. I want to show you close up how nicely this piece of vellum turned out by Tim Holtz line Wallflower. I would have liked to have just done the whole canvas in this and hung it up, but that's not the route I'm going. So you want to plug your glue gun in, and you want to take a dry brush just in case the glue has not settled. And I'm going to show you what I've done. I took my zipper, as you can see right here, opened it up, and I wanted this array of flowers to get a little bit of the focal point, as well as this here. But I don't want to center it right there. I don't want that to be totally centered. I think what I'm going to do is plant it right down on the bottom like she is in the garden, and then I'm going to move around that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a pencil and draw reminder lines here, just so I know how much space I'm going to need here. Now you do a lot, that's it right there. So I'll set it aside so I can find it again. And I found my little E6000 tubes. These are awesome. And I'm going to run over texture and how I work a canvas. I never look at what I'm placing on here in the color spectrum of things, because all you want is to create texture, and then your mediums build afterwards. You want to use Lindy's Stamp Gang, you want to use acrylic paints, you want to use inks, anything. You build on that after. the same as flowers. You know, when I do a mixed media piece, I don't look at the color of the flowers. They could all be messed up. I look at the flower and I place it, and then I change it up. I color it after. So it'll look like a mishmash of ugliness when you first get going at it, but boy, when you start applying mediums to your piece, it just comes alive. Truly amazing. It just makes you realize the beauty that God has put before us that we miss, you know. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So I went to my stash, lots of stash, and I'm working at this one piece of, I'm just going to give you a brief overlook here. This is full, that's only a quarter of this big thing, full of mixed media pieces that I want to incorporate into this piece for this gift that I'm giving out. I found this actually on chocolates that I had gotten, and it had gold wrap, and it had this one beautiful, look at this leaf, just this one leaf on there, and I absolutely thought, oh, that's going on here. So I don't know where it's going, but we'll see later. And then at the thrift store, I always look for textured wallpaper. This is the wallpaper that you put on ceilings, and I'm just going to show you the roll. If you're looking for texture, this is a beautiful roll. It has the damask. It has, looks like stucco, you know, stippling. That's the word. And then you can cut out the flower, which I did here. And all kinds of textures around us that we, you know, can pick up. And then I went back to this, I had this, well, I don't even know if I kept it out here. Oh, yes. This little piece that I had kept, and I kept it to remind me of some of the textures that I had used. This is an old earring, and this was a bracelet, corner pieces, all kinds of neat things that I incorporated into this one piece of cardboard. It was just a light piece of cardboard actually, and so I just go back and take a look and see you know, what I was thinking in this piece or any hanging piece, and go with that. This was just a leftover piece that I had cut out with the tag die, you know, so don't get rid of anything. Hoard them, yes. So let's get going. I grabbed some of my, I don't even know what they call this here, this, I think muslin, but that's not it. You know, you get the cheesecloth, the dollar store. I get a big piece of it. I just tied it in a knot, and that is going right here for texture. That's all I'm thinking at the moment is texture. So I'm going to sit down and, oh, first of all, yeah, and then I'm just going to work with what I have here. I want to get some modeling paste and do this before so it can dry. So I am just going to put that up there, and we are going to do this together, and then I'll work on a card. Excuse me. I've got Kleenex beside me here. If I stop to just blow my nose, you have to forgive me. So, and I don't like to keep, you know, you just want to move on. So let's, I'm going to put some of this modeling paste up in the corner. So grab whatever you have handy dandy and take your paste. This paste is the golden paste at Michael's. Use your coupon. And, oh, something got in there from something I did. Oh, another project, I see that. And have your garbage can close by. There we go. And as I'm looking at this, wow. Follow it all the way down. Look at that, I have something else in there. I must have grabbed the or put it back the second time. Here we go. And I'm going to take this all the way over top of that flower. There we go. I'm hanging on to it here, so. Hear all that crunching? That's awesome. There we are. Lift it up and look at that beautiful, beautiful piece of art there. I might want to do a corner piece. So I will cover that. Don't worry about all of this. And then you want to take, I don't know if I can lift this up, but I'm going to do the side here. Make sure the writing is the way you want it. And I don't think I can even do that. I'm going to hold it there. Take some modeling paste and do a little bit of the sides, down the side. I don't think you're going to get it, and I don't want to hit my, I'll show you when I'm done, I don't want to hit my camera. There, see it there? Did I hit my camera? I did. I did. Okay, that's alright. I think I did right there, but that's okay. So I've got a little piece there, and then while I have this out before I get it soaking, I'm going to put it sideways and go down this other section where I find the words, and you're going to get your hands all dirtied up. That's it for sure. There we are. I'm going to use my Lindy Stamp Gang sprays because they're absolutely awesome. Okay. And there we go. I tip this back down there and we're good. Can't see anywhere else I may want this, but I think that's a nice spot right there, and I got a little bit on the sides, so that's good. And let's dry it up. I'm going to put this aside to soak. And you want to clean off your spatula right away. And thank you to my YouTube subscribers that I think Grandma Sandy, she always leaves me a comment, and Beth, and just a few friends I have out there that watch my videos. I appreciate that. They go on Google Plus. I guess it goes on Google Plus. So there, I have that all. Whoop, I have to do this just on the side there. Okay, let's move on. Texture, that's our theme today. So I'm going to put this away just for the time being because we're going to work with the glue with our Mod Podge. So let's get our cheesecloth down, whatever side you want up. This is only for texture, not for looks right now. The looks will come later. Yes. Just pour it on there. There we go. And we can scrunch it up if you don't want it to. This is just to hold it there. Now you can put this on a card, like some nice cheesecloth around for a textured background. That'd be awesome. Because this is going to get sprayed. That's what I always keep in my mind. It is going underneath here and up in there. And I like having the plate with the glue on it because I can move it with me. Let's see. There we are. This is where, like I always say it 1,000 times, I am a process video fan. I like to watch somebody talk and take the time to teach why they're doing what they're doing in their project. And so I try to do that while I am showing this, is tell you why I'm, incorporating what I'm incorporating. Lift it up. And earlier, what takes the time is, I don't want to hit that, is collecting all of your goodies and thinking, okay, what am I going to use? Where am I going to use it? What do I need to take out? You certainly don't want to open up. You only have 12 by 12 space. I always remember that because I get overly excited when I'm looking at stuff and I go, oh, I can use that. I can use that. Well, sure I could. Okay, I'm taking this up. I don't like that. I want this to hang down here. See, change of mind. There. There we go. That's better to me. Got your texture there. Everything dries matte. Awesome. So there's our cheesecloth, our nice little bump. Another thing I put down here for texture that I'm going to show you is this piece of wallpaper, because I'm going to, when you have this picture, it has her in the garden. So I want to have a wooden, got these at Michael's, or no, this was a thrift store. I got 12 of them for 80 cents. I remember it's on my package over here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I threw it out because I put them away. This was what it was called. Traditions. Right there. And it was from the thrift store. So you want to take your E6000 because it works well with wood. And let's open that up. And we will, so much better than working with that great big E6000. So it's going to look like it's on a post here, on a bird post to perch. There we are. Let that dry. All the things that I know I want to dry, I'm putting over there. Now, I have this, we're working with texture here. I have this rose, and it's made from balsa wood. I got a box of them at a thrift store. Isn't that gorgeous? It's not a rose, it's like a chrysanthemum. It's beautiful anyway. And I want to incorporate that near the flowers. I'm trying to think, how do I want wood on wood? Knowing that my picture is there, I think I will. Okay, so let's cut this off. And glue gun. Let's work the back of this right there for putting it down. And it is going to run, I'll put the bulk over here. There we go. Into the words, which will look really nice. See if that's going to stick, maybe not. Okay, just a minute. Oh my, I'm working with some glue streaks. Alright, E6000, where are you? Keep the lid off that. I think I'm going to be using this quite a bit. And put a whole mess of it there. And my word right now is texture. I'm working with all the textures I can possibly get on this one excuse me, piece. So let's see, as we're doing this, we want to cover this zipper part up. So let's grab the other piece of paper I have here, and this is going to have a big flower coming from it. So let's work. Remembering that, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so fold some back. I'm going to add other textures under there, like coming out. It's going to look like pages and pages of a book, totally immersing itself out of this one page. So, let's see what we do here. Cut that off. That's why it's nice to have your garbage, because you can go garbage picking after. Okay, excellent. Take your Mod Podge, and remembering that my sculptured toilet paper there is going right down here. And what do I have there? I'm going to make this a tad thick on the and again, things are going to cover this up, so just fold it over so you can kind of get a picture in your mind of what your end result is going to be. Embossing things as well is nice, like if you have for textures, and if you don't have you have embossing folders and you don't have your whatever these things are called here, your stencils, embossing folders, stencils, I want to get this out of the way, then you can use, if you don't have stencils, use embossing folders and put them down. It looks awesome. Make sure I'm in the camera here. So I'm working with this one piece in my mind, knowing I want those colors to show up. Okay. And there's going to be other papers underneath this, so I have to leave a little space like that. And then we're going to paint the little birdhouse and spray it. And I think what I'm going to do now is work on my image. So I'm going to lay down on top of the glue, yes. See how much space I need for this. Working both of them. Drip some of this in the spaces. Like that. Because I want this to stick. And everything I work out of here, I want this to be up. Another texture, right? I'm going to bend the toilet tissue up. When I spray this, it'll help me as well. There we are. Excellent. Looks good down there. You have this focus. And then I have this big brass drawer opener, and I'm going to incorporate that like I do all of my pieces. It goes right there. Okay, so let's get our E6000 ready to go, and then I'm going to download this and I'm going to carry right on so we can do as much as we can. So we have one there, big glob there, and this is so easy to hold in your hand, these little ones. I love it. Just get out another one. Okay, so you have to figure out, do you want it up this way or this way? And I want it to hang like this. So kind of get the middle. Doesn't have to be exact, but we can work on exactness if you like. Let's get our ruler out. It's 12 inches. So the center line, wow, is that ever good? Good move, Carol. I only need to move it over a tad this way. Perfect. Love that Tim Holtz ruler because you get the center line right there if you're working with 12 by 12 page. Okay, so now we have that on there. Awesome. We have our little image down here and the few things I want to work with there. Now, I'm going to need a bird image. Let's go to my drawer here and find my... I want to stick to nature. This looks good. I just opened a drawer and found my sponges. These are really nice round sponges. Okay, so let's work with a bird, wood chip bird. And I know exactly where this is going. See, it comes together now. Like, as you're doing it, all your ideas will start to... Just get your supplies out in the open so you don't miss anything. Okay, this is setting up on here, looking up like so. And then get your little wing in your hand here. And this is going on like so. Eggs. I glued it on the wrong side, but I'll have it flying. There we are. Awesome. So it's coming together. I should actually turn it for you now so you can start seeing it the proper way. Like that. I'll start working with my images. Cut this off so I can get it up here for you. There we are. And oh, I only have a few seconds more. Alright, I'm going to move into the next tutorial. We'll see you on that one. I'll just let this wear off. And we're going to need to start putting my folds out here. So let's work with that.